All right, welcome to my channel. You can call me Pat. Today's topic, we have Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter, if you follow sport, if you follow basketball, he's a basketball player. He's from Turkey. He's a Turkish basketball player. Now he's also American. I'm pretty sure he just received his citizenship. So Enes Kanter speak on controversial shoes Michael Jordan in CNN appearance. So it all started with a pair of shoes, right? Depicting LeBron James bowing down to China. I have a video for you that shows what LeBron James said about it. Enes Kanter also doubled down. And then after that, I'll show you a report that actually explains a little bit of what Enes Kanter is talking about, more of a context, right? So here's the report. Enes Kanter speak on controversial shoes Michael Jordan in CNN appearance. We don't have a response on Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan haven't said anything about it. Once, if he responds, then we'll make a video about it. So we have him, you know, just bringing LeBron James into the situation. So, former Portland Trail Blazer center Enes Kanter is no stranger to speaking his mind. The Turkish big man has always been vocal towards human rights issues from those in his home country, the United States, and beyond. I just want to point out that he lost his passport from Turkey, right? I think he's not welcome there anymore, and he just became a United States citizen. So when Kanter's new team, the Boston Celtics, faced off against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers Friday night, the former Blazers donned new shoes that shed light to an instance in 2019 when the Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey showed support over protests in Hong Kong. I remember that situation because I remember LeBron James came on TV and he said Daryl Morey had no right to come out and speak on that situation. I remember that. So Enes Kanter went out of his way and basically got some pair of shoes depicting LeBron James bowing down to China. And we have a tweet here where it says, "Money over morals for the king." Sad and disgusting how this athlete pretend to care. They care about social justice. They really do shut up and dribble when big boss China say so. Did you educate yourself about the slave labor that makes your shoes, or is that not part of your research? I mean, we all know a bunch of the Nike shoes are made in China, right? So Enes Kanter is talking about that. So LeBron James responded, right? We have a video of LeBron James responding right here. So let's go ahead and let's listen to what LeBron James had to say. You actually have the shoe right there in the bottom. Let's listen to this.
LeBron, do you have any reaction to Enes Kanter using your likeness on his shoes in his advocacy for human rights?
No, I think if you know me, I don't really give too many people my energy, you know, and he's definitely not someone I will give my energy to. You know, trying to use my name to create, you know, an opportunity for himself. Definitely won't comment too much on that, if any, and that'll be where I lay that at. You know, he's always, you know, kind of had a word or two to say, you know, in my direction. You know, and as a man, you know, if you got an issue with somebody, you really come up to him. He had his opportunity tonight. I seen him in the hallway. He walked right by me, so, you know.
Thank you.
All right, that's what LeBron James had to say about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a basketball fan. LeBron James is a good basketball player, right? Yeah, there's all the, you know, the fake, you know, flopping and everything. Yeah, but as a whole, he's going to go down as one of the top, at least top 5, top 10 basketball player of all time, right? And I am blessed to live in this area where I can see LeBron James play. I will put Kobe Bryant above him because I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. But hey, it is what it is. But that's what LeBron James had to say. So Enes Kanter went to Fox and CNN, right? First, let's listen to what he has to say on Fox, because he went on Fox and replied to what LeBron James just said there. Here it is.
He's lying 100%.
What happened when you saw each other behind the scenes?
Well, first of all, he's lying about that too, because I actually walked out of tunnel and I stopped to take a picture with a kid, and he was right behind me, and he was the one literally walked right past me and didn't say anything. But hey, I'm always open to talk for sure. Whenever he wants to have a conversation, it's gonna be a very uncomfortable conversation for him. But whenever he wants to talk, I'm always here.
All right, that's what he had to say about what LeBron James just said about, oh yeah, I walked past him and he was right there. He didn't say anything. This is 8th grade, 7th grade type of stuff. And yes, I have to agree with Enes Kanter. This conversation, if LeBron James sit with him, it's going to be very uncomfortable for LeBron James, right? Because he has more ties to China than Enes Kanter, obviously. And then Enes Kanter also went to CNN, and he had this to say about China. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
It is a fight, but it is a good fight, and people do get uncomfortable, but someone had to do it. You see so many actors like, John Cena, so many athletes, or, so many singers and rappers are scared to say a word because they care too much about their deals are going on or business going on with China. To me, human rights and people's, but basic rights is way more important than any deal you can offer me.
I think.
All right, that's what he had to say about the whole China situation. Now, let's go ahead and look at the report that we have from China. I just want to go ahead and say, before I even read this report to you, I apologize already, all right? Because this is tough. And I got this from CNN, all right? Yeah, CNN can be fake news, especially when we start talking about politics happening here in the United States, right? But let's be honest, in the 90s, in the 80s, or whatever, CNN used to be very good at, with reports and what's happening around the world. People all around the world watch CNN, okay? So I find this report from CNN, and this is tough. If you don't have the heart for it, if you don't have the stomach for it, please don't listen to what I'm about to read, okay? Because it's bad. It's bad. If this is true, what I'm about to read here, if this is true, then you should wake up every single day and thank God for living in the United States of America. All right? I wear my cross every day to remind myself of the privilege I have to be part of this country. Okay? I am free. I can go outside right now, get in my car, drive to whatever place, interact with people, be respectful, come back, do whatever I want. Come back and be respectful, right? Bro, this is bad. So let's go ahead and read. This is a report that CNN has from an interview with, I think he's a police officer who ran away from China because of the situation with the Uyghurs. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it the right way, okay? So it says here, some are just psychopath. Chinese detective is a Chinese detective. Sorry about that. Chinese detective in exile reveals extent of torture against Uyghurs. All right, those are this is the community or the people that Enes Kanter is advocating for, right? So this is by Rebecca Wright, Evan Watson, Zahid Mahmoud, and Tom Booth, CNN. This is a report from October 5th, 2021. CNN, the raid started after midnight in Xinjiang. Hundreds of police officers armed with rifles went house to house in Uyghur community in the far western region of China, pulling people from their home, handcuffing and hooting them, and threatening to shoot them if they resisted, a former Chinese police detective tell CNN. I'm reading this to give you more of a background on what Enes Kanter is actually talking about, right? It says here, we took them and forcibly overnight, he said. If there were hundreds of people in one county in this area, then you had to arrest these hundred of people. The ex-detective is now turned whistleblower. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time with too many of those type of detail. We have somebody here, Jiang, former Chinese detective. Everyone used different methods. Some even used a wrecking bar or iron chain with locks. The method included shackling people to a metal of wooden tiger chair designed to immobilize suspect, hanging people from the ceiling, sexual violence, I'm sorry YouTube, please don't flag my video, electrocution, waterboarding. Inmates were often forced to stay awake for days and denied food and water. All right, this is bad, bro. And this report goes on and on and on and on. All right. It says here, the torture in police detention center only stopped when the suspect confessed, Zhang said. Then they were usually transferred to another facility like a prison or internment camp manned by prison guard. We have another report here. Zhao Lijing, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman, says the so-called genocide in Xinjiang is nothing but a rumor backed by ulterior motive and an outright lie. But you have so many people coming out and actually talking about it. All right. So I was reading earlier right here, Zhang, the former Chinese detective. Some people see this as a job, some are just psychopaths. That's what he says. It says here, he admit he often had to play bad cop during interrogation, but said he avoided the worst of the violence, unlike some of his colleagues. Some people see this as a job, some are psychopaths. Abdulweli Ayub, a 48-year-old Uyghur scholar from Xinjiang, said he was detained on August 19, 2013, when police picked him up at the Uyghur kindergarten he had opened to teach young children their native language. And he's right here. It says he was gang hour. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry if you are listening to this. By more than a dozen Chinese inmates acting on the order of guards. So, bro, it's bad over there. It's bad over there. This one here says it is Amir Bikali, who now lives in the Netherlands. They hung us up and beat us. I mean, if any of this is true, and this is what Enes Kanter is talking about, right? He says here, they hung us and beat us on the thigh, on the hips, we wouldn't shrug behind it. Bro, it's bad what's happening over there. It's bad what's happening over there. So, hey, this is what he's talking about. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think LeBron James had to come out and actually denounce it? Do you think Enes Kanter is going a little bit too far, trying to put LeBron James in that situation? LeBron James, I will say, is probably looking out for his family and for his legacy. That's why he can't talk about it. That's what I think. I think he's wrong. Don't get me wrong. I think the whole situation happening in China, that is wrong. I said earlier, I love the United States. I am so blessed to be here. But hey, what's happening over there, it's bad. So you can go ahead and read this whole report. All right. The reason why I read this to you is to give you a little bit more of a context on what Enes Kanter is talking about. And CNN did a good job, presenting the, I won't call this evidence or fact, but those are reports, right? And there is more online if you are interested in that situation. All right, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I won't read this too much. I don't want to get flagged or anything like that, right? It's bad, bro. It's bad if you read that whole thing. All right, let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and see you in the next video.